On play action, Rosen lets it go for Nelson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No. Check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gone! Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Griffin escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Ingram. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Saquon Barkley, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Griffin, buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Griffin dancing to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Rosas now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Leopard,
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Following the fumble recovery, it's Griffin. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
There's Griffin to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. The pitch goes to Barkley. Spinning away. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punching the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
To throw is Rosen, and that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out come the Giants. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Rosen. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit!
They begin with a run by Barkley. Finding some room at midfield. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Barkley will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Alec Ogletree in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Play action here with Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Mario Edwards in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That is caught inside the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Rosen with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Griffin on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Over! Watch him now, Barney! Check nickel.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky!
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Watch it now, Barney! Over!
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Barkley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Leopard!
The toss out to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball